Hello, happy Wednesday. I just wanted to talk about something that one of the students brought to my attention during sixth period. This video is amazing, but goes fairly quickly, which that's why I had you play it on your own. But one thing that one of the students said is he's going quickly and he doesn't draw everything that's on the worksheet that you posted. So make sure that you have everything drawn, okay? She said that these three he did not draw, and these two right here. So, as long as you understand, the concept, I'm not going to kill myself over it for this one. You understand that they move. And these are great practices for you. I'd like for you to draw them, but, it's not the end of the world. Well, listen to the video though, because he's talking about the philosophy of spheres. He's talking about how the spheres are going to be broken down into other shapes, and this is going to be working for the anatomy of the face. So keep in mind that the worksheet that's on the agenda, you got to have everything there. So he may not draw everything. So, make sure you compare. There's 3 columns and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 things that you're supposed to be drawing. I don't care about yesterday's because this is going to be fairly similar to that. So make sure you draw all of them. So that's what, 18 that are drawn here. And that's what we're going to be talking about. So the video, you're going to go back to it. I'm going to go ahead and click on it here.
What is up, everyone? Welcome
I'm gonna
to How to
fast
Draw the Head.
forward.
Make sure to head over to the web.
So he talks about how he created these worksheets. There's 4 of them, and then he's having you draw through them. But then he doesn't do all the columns, and that's why I shared that with you. And then today he's talking
And
about
shave
the
away
next
some of
video.
the sides because we're not using a perfect sphere when drawing the head. We're shaving off the sides. So you can see at the top, I've shown you an example. We're in step number 2 in the process. So you can see how eventually this will turn into a head, right? So this scale will become immensely useful when you draw the head. So for defining the direction, we're drawing a brow line at the front, and we have this circle that is actually flat on the sphere that defines the side. So if you look at these spheres, you have some idea of where the head is facing, right? You can see that the first one, we're seeing the head from a slightly upward angle, right? We're looking up at it because we're seeing the underside of the sphere. And then some of them, you can see the top side. That means we're looking down at the head. And understanding this step will help us draw the head from any angle. Make sure to get the brow line and the midline on these examples as close to perfect as you can, because this will become an important component for drawing the eyes and the rest of the features down the road. I don't like spending too much time on theory. I think doing these types of worksheets is the way to learn how to draw. Theory helps once you have the basic building blocks, but copying these examples is the way you'll be able to learn really quickly. These worksheets are also designed so that you practice a variety of head tilts, right? It's very tempting to draw the same head over and over again, but doing practice this way, using this worksheet, will help you develop a variety of head angles and develop a deeper understanding of how to draw the head from any angle. Make sure to take your time on this. I know I'm going fairly quickly, and that's because I don't think talking about theory helps too much, right? Just doing these worksheets will help you more than watching any video. That's just fact. Learning how to draw is a skill. It's not something you learn in theory. It's something you do in practice, right? So once you're done page number 2, move on to page number 3. If it takes you a long time to do the first 2 pages, take the time to do it correctly, right? If it takes you months to do this, take the time to do it. It'll help you a lot. I wish I learned it step by step, right? I'm making these worksheets because I learned it the wrong way. And now I'm going back and spending way more time than I needed to if I had just learned it properly the first time, right? If I had taken the time to learn proper spheres in the beginning, then I wouldn't have to go back and waste more time. So do it properly the first time will save you a lot of time down the road. Now on to page number 3, we're adding in the mechanical things tend to have spheres in them, right? Like anything with a circular window.
All right. So I wanted us all to watch that together so that you feel more confident. Yes, he is talking and he's not going to talk your ear off. He's saying these worksheets are where it's at, but I did want you to hear what he had to say about that. It's all practice. And so this is going to be different tilting of the head. This one's going to be a little step harder than last time. If you have a printer and you want to print this, go ahead. Otherwise, just freehand. And I noticed that he does it with a blue color pencil, and then he goes back over it in pen. If you have that, awesome. Do that. If you know that sketcherly vibe, and then go back over it and sharpen things up with a pen. You can do it that way. But if all you have is a pencil, that's okay too. I just want you to do the practice so that when we do start talking about building the head from different directions, you know these ingredients, you know these steps because you did it in practice. Try to get them as close to exact. I expect to see all 18. Okay? So that's 18 spheres. Spheres. I want to see the guidelines. I want to see all the guidelines. Exactly how it is displayed here on the form. Any questions about this? All right, so if you are done with this and you want to watch the video and continue the next one, but I'm going to play it for tomorrow. Now, I know some kids came in late. I'll help them. If anybody needs me to grade something because you revised and wanted to raise your grade, now is a good time. Everyone else, if you want, if you feel good, now you're going to do the work and you're going to turn this in as your proof of practice. So I'll be helping everyone else. I'm going to go ahead and create the proof of practice and I will release you to do the work. Eh. So now we're doing page 2. And I expect it to look just right. I actually look at everything you guys turn in. I think some of you don't think I do that. And sometimes you turn in empty or blank things or incorrect things. I actually check and I compare it. I am not playing that game. It's not fair to the students that follow directions and do things right. These 5 pointers, when you don't do them, it really adds up and affects your grade. So I recommend that you do them. They're fun. All right, I'm going to go ahead and stop my video.